So you've done a ton of licensed projects, licensed games, from Tron, one of my personal favorite IPs, and of course Deadpool.
Yeah.
How tricky is it to develop within the confines of a license, or is some easier than others to work inside?
It's tricky when you have a property like Deadpool, and I worked for Ubisoft on their Mario Rabbids franchise. So it's the Mario.
So I was going to ask about that because there's two.
Yeah.
How tough is it? You have two layers of approval. You have the Mario approval, and the Rabbids is part of the Rayman universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like you've got two IPs.
Yeah.
To fight.
The Rabbids part wasn't so hard, but Nintendo's very naturally protective over Mario and Luigi and those things, and so and Marvel with Deadpool. So there's just the constant vetting of everything, and it is tricky, and you have to be careful, and you have to come up with a lot of like alternatives if they don't approve of things, and you have to be really you have to you have to be able to react quickly to changes, and it can be. It's a lot more frustrating, or not, I wouldn't even say frustrating, but it's a lot trickier than just writing for an original IP where you can kind of set the tone and decide where the boundaries are. It takes a lot more time. I'm pretty shielded from that as just the consultant writer guy that comes on a project. I'll get the feedback like, oh, that needs to change, and yes, they did approve that, but now they're unapproving it, and we need to keep change it again and again. But I don't get too involved in the actual discussions with license holders. So
Mario Rabbids is just a wild concept. Like I remember when it was first announced, I'm like, wait, Mario XCOM? Yeah. Like how is this? And it works though.
It works. It was a great game.
Yeah. Did Deadpool present any issues? Any unique issues because it's a VR game, or no?
Not too much. I think that because it's Deadpool, Marvel was actually pretty relaxed about, or pretty on board with the fact that it would be R-rated.
Yeah.
Just like the movies, and violent. So maybe with Deadpool it's actually a little easier. I think the thing that got tricky was actually like referencing and name checking all these other things in the Marvel universe. And, is that okay to use, or is it not okay to use? And there's always a line with games because games are still, I think, technically considered toys or merchandise, and we should be protected fully, by parody law and satire law. But lawyers who work for large companies are always a little more skittish when it comes to games, making jokes about real people or real things versus if it was a film, right, or a TV show where you can kind of poke fun of whoever you want as long as it's parody. But with games are still on a slightly shorter leash when it comes to satire and all that stuff, or insulting politicians.
So you weren't allowed to. You couldn't go as hard as they did in the movies.
I think we were able to go kind of hard, but I think we censored ourselves some to be not totally.
Did you? I actually haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
Did you break the fourth wall and make fun of Mark Zuckerberg at all or something?
I think we mentioned him once or twice, but I don't think we were corrected.
But I mean, I feel totally right that you mentioned, like the Deadpool, the last movie, they mentioned actual Disney Corporation type of stuff. It's like I feel like gives you carte blanche to mention Meta as a corporation inside the game.
I think that's why Ryan Reynolds can get away with more than the writers of Deadpool VR. I think we if we mention him or crack some jokes, we're fairly gentle.
Yeah, sure.
He's
I
writing.
mean, they didn't talk about Bob Iger in the Deadpool movie.
No, we did call one of the villains in Deadpool VR is Mojo, who's a Marvel villain. He's an alien TV executive who's just like a giant. He's like a Jabba the Hutt, type of creature. So Deadpool calls him Blob Iger, which I thought was funny.